This is the Landmine trap base, probably one of the most profitable trap bases out there, as this trap base has an invisible secret that no one can see until it's too late, allowing you and your loot to stay securely in your base while you bait players over, and once they run in to loot your body, they're instantly killed, sealing their body in permanently. And if you want to see this trap base in action, you can check it out over on my main channel where I was able to obtain some amazing loot from it. But let's get into the build. This base will cost 1,085 wood and 6,210 stone to build. The 24-hour upkeep is 777 stone and 7 wood. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is find the monument that you want to place your trap base outside of. In my case, I'm going to do mining outpost. This trap base works best if you can put it on an incline slope, sort of like right here, but nothing too steep, because then you won't be able to place the raised triangular foundations. So start by placing your first squared one directly as deep as you can get it into the ground. And then see if you can place one directly behind it, and then a raised triangular foundation on the front, 2 on the right, and 1 on the back. Place 2 raised square foundations. Raised square foundation right here, closest to the front, will be your TC room. So go ahead and finish that one off. With a double door, make sure the double door opens outwards. And then make sure to place your tool cupboard in the back right corner of this foundation. So it'll look something like this. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and upgrade all the foundations you have outside. And then at the very front, we're going to put our doorway along with walls. Now make sure the walls go on the inside on the triangular foundations. And then on that last square one, just wall that one in with the base. And then slap your door on the front. It doesn't matter which way it opens on that one. Now inside the TC room, you want to place your bag directly in front of the door right here. It's important. And that's so when they blow up inside and this door opens up, they wouldn't be able to shoot you when you spawn in right here. Now for the time being, you want to go ahead and put a half wall in the middle down here. Put 2 twig floors. Do not upgrade these. These are just for your convenience to stand on while you finish the rest of the build. Place a half wall with a floor on top of it. Destroy the half wall. And this will essentially be our loot room completed with 2 ramps. Upgrade all of that and place your boxes inside. Now for the trap itself. Now since you got the base secured, this is the easiest part. You want to delete your 2 twig floors, and when you place your first landmine, you want to snug it up against the double door side here as close as you can. Then jump inside your TC room and place your next one as close as you can. That way the landmines are as close to each other as they can. The reason why it's important is because they will trigger the landmines no matter which side they run on. So if you only put one, you put on the left or you put on the right side, they have a high chance of getting past it because the trigger radius of landmines just does not cover the whole foundation. So you need 2 landmines down as close as you can get them to each other in order to make it work properly. Cover them up. Now here's the fun part, is upgrading. Upgrade your 2 floors, but make sure you do not upgrade that twig half wall down there. Leave that twig, because when that thing breaks, it'll cause these 2 floors to break also. Inch forward just as far as you can without blowing up, and upgrade the second one, and you're good. Now you might be wondering how in the world you get over there without blowing up yourself. Here's the crazy thing. Just jump right over. They can too, if they realize this is a trap base. So, place yourself another double door frame. Very carefully upgrade that to stone. Now it's much harder to jump over, because if they jump too early, their head gets stuck on that and they blow up. If they jump too late, they blow up. And honestly, I'm not even going to attempt it, because chances are I'm going to blow up. Now since you can't jump over it and neither can anyone else, the easiest way to get across from here is, one, you can either just place a box. Now you can't place it on top of the landmines. You can only place it in front or behind. If you place the box in front, you can literally just jump on top of the box, push W, run right over it like it wasn't even there. You pick the box up. The problem with this is the box receives damage. Now, if you get a repair bench, it only costs 125 metal frags to craft. Nice thing is you can place it down, run right over top like it's not even there. When you pick it up, the repair bench doesn't take any damage. So you can do this over and over and over with the same repair bench without having to have a bunch of metal frags on you. You just got to craft it with a tier 1. So when you're ready to bait, go ahead and take the key-lock off the front door. Take your front door off the front of your base. very quickly jump over. Or you can place a bag. They're fairly cheap. You just place it in the corner here, place your bag in the corner. You can spawn in right here. And if you already have guns in this base to bait with, you can put them right in these boxes here. And you can spawn in right on the bag on the other side. Say you hear a gunfight at the monument you're baiting after, and you hear a gunfight, you can quickly spawn in on the bag, grab your gun, and start shooting. Now the nice thing is, if it is a duo or anything like that, if they both run in at the same time, anyone inside of this area is dead. If you are within these two foundations, when those go off, you're instantly dead. There's no surviving it. So for reference, they run in, everybody's dead in here. I have God mode on, didn't die, but everybody here would be dead. And then including you. So what you would do is you'd quickly spawn in on your bag here, open up this door, boom. They can't get in. And as long as you're staying in this corner here, they're gonna have a really hard time shooting you. Just gotta hope they don't have a rocket launcher or a grenade. And make sure that in the box next to your bag, you go ahead and have a single door and a key lock so you can quickly slap that sucker on, because they're not leaving. Especially if there's a duo, one's inside dead, the other one's outside, they're not leaving. And you just quickly run over, slap it on, call it a day. You got free loot. And hide it, because you'll probably get raided. So when you decide to bait with this trap base, it's very important that when you're back here, because you want to die, you want them to come loot your body. So you want to make sure you're as far back against this wall as you can get when you die. So while you're sitting here just shooting at them, make sure you're all the way back here, because they're gonna come loot your body, and they can't loot it without stepping on the landmine. So it's very important you're all the way to the back side of the wall. Let's say you're not quick enough to respawn in, you're worried about somebody running in behind and they get a grub, they jump down, you don't realize they're in the base with you. They could be in here. So when you open up to seal that front door, they might already be in here and you might not even notice. When you open up, they're already TC deep. So here is a way around it. What you're gonna need is an XOR switch, an electrical branch, door controller, splitter, small rechargeable battery, a solar panel, and obviously a wire tool. First thing you want to do is slap down your small rechargeable battery on top of your TC. Now we need to power it. So get on top of your roof, place your solar panel towards the sun, and then you want to very discreetly wire your solar panel. And now since your battery is getting charged and you don't have to worry about running out of electricity, on the wall, I recommend on the wall where they can't see in from outside, place your splitter, place your XOR switch, and as close as you can to this double door, place your door controller. Now you might be wondering, where does the electrical branch go? I'm glad you asked. What you're going to need is your building plan and a little bit of wood. You're going to put that half wall that you normally use to hold up the two floors, place it lower on the half wall. Now before we wire everything up, go ahead and pair your door controller to the door, simply just by unlocking it. Interact with the door controller. Green light means it's paired. Lock your door. And take the power out from the battery, run it to the splitter. Now one of the outputs of the splitter, doesn't matter which one, take one of them and run it into either input A or input B on the XOR switch. Now the other power output on the splitter, we're going to run that to the electrical branch that's out here. Put it into the power in. On the electrical branch, take the power out and run that exactly the way you came. And we're gonna push that. We're gonna plug that into the opposite input, whichever one you didn't use the first time. Take the branch and run it into the input of the XOR switch. Now, from the power output on the XOR switch, we're just gonna run that to the power input of the door controller. So what this will do, now the way the XOR switch works is if there are two power inputs directing power into the switch, it will not allow power to go outside of the switch. Once one of the power actually disconnects from the switch, for this case, I'm going to disconnect the splitter from it, it'll then allow the pass-through of electricity, causing the door to stay open. And the second you reconnect power back to the XOR switch, it'll close your door. So, when this floor gets blown up and it breaks its twig, it'll also break this electrical branch, breaking one of the power inputs to the XOR switch, causing it to open up automatically. So now instead of you having to hassle and worry about if the door closed in time, sealing all their loot inside, you don't, because the second they run in and they get blown up and loot in your body, that door instantly opens right back up, and that'll allow you to spawn in on your bag, grab a door, grab a key lock, and sealing it permanently. Every time this trap goes off, it will literally damage everything, so make sure you repair everything before you reset it, and I mean everything. Now the reason why I say it's important to put it on a incline is because if you were to kill somebody right here inside that base, and you run up and their dead body's right there, people are going to be more likely to jump in to come grab the loot out of this base, because when they run up to it, they can see everything that's inside. Whereas if you killed somebody from over here in a base like that, that's sitting on a decline terrain, when you get up here, you can't see anything in there, so people are going to be a lot more hesitant, a lot more careful before just diving in. So putting this base on an incline terrain is going to be a lot more beneficial for you in the long run than catching people. That is how you build the landmine trap base. I hope this video was helpful, and until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video.